Good day, everyone, and welcome to our pre-full moon garden visualization in Virgo. So, friends, let's continue to build our healing garden as a group at some point within the 12 hours prior to the full moon, meeting DK there as he instructed us, turning our garden into a shrine of consecration and intending to offer our garden as a chalice for the love of hierarchy to be poured in selfless service to humanity. Let's gather in our garden. Before doing so, let us align with our own soul. Raise your consciousness into the head, as high in the head as you can. Now carry this consciousness upward through the astral body, through the mental body, then to the soul, by visualizing a lotus fully open, scintillating with light as a symbol of your soul body. Place yourself in the center of your lotus, realizing that you, the personality, and you, the soul, are one. And from that point, definitely and consciously, assume the attitude of the observer as the soul, detached and objective. So observe your personality below and visualize your etheric body and see energy flowing freely up and down your etheric spine. Now consciously throw soul energy down into the center at the base of the spine. You may use indigo blue light as it's the color of the ray of love and wisdom. Now in your creative imagination, raise it slowly up the spine via the 5 centers. Then to the crown, then to the ajna, and back to the soul. And I'll say the soul mantra as if you were the soul. I am the soul. I am light divine. I am will. I am love. I am fixed design. In sound and om, as if you were the soul, in the presence of the Master and the healing ashram. At the entrance to our garden, we stroll through arches of climbing roses, Master KH favorite flower. Clusters of flowers in abundance overhead, and choose the colors that you like. And let the roses gently caress your face as you stroll down under the archway. Meanwhile, breathe in the delicate aroma of the cascading colorful roses percolating through the air, and small lovingly trimmed emerald green bushes line the stony pathway, and hear the crunch of the little stones as you walk down the archway. Along an embankment at the end of the archway, there are rows and rows of flowers. Flowers of different hues and harmonizing tones of reds and greens and yellows and pinks. And as we create these rows, we include our favorite flowers. The blooms shed fresh petals on the path, creating a soft carpet for us to walk on, while releasing their individual fragrances as we step on them. On the opposite side of the embankment, we see right in the middle of our space of harmony a lighthouse standing tall and strong, shining beams of light in all directions as a symbol of our united group soul. As we assemble there quietly, we hear a choir of birds fill the space with their clear, melodious notes, welcoming us to this sacred and unique space. A chorus of angelic voices sing a soft tune accompanied by the sound of harps, divas gently strumming the chords. Sitting still in contemplative reflection around the lighthouse, we feel the gentle warmth of the rays of the sun. Feel it on your face, on your chest, and on your back. Warming you up from the inside. Meanwhile, in the background, the breeze softly swishing through the eucalyptus trees chants a melodic lullaby. DK tells us that the eucalyptus trees are the most advanced trees in the vegetable kingdom. So it's fitting for them to be in our garden, as they have many, many healing properties. These majestic trees cast their protective shadows on the grass as sunlight peeps through this peaceful garden. Around the lighthouse, we see a large, quiet pool of crystal clear blue waters. Flowing from the pool, we see rivulets as we hear the gentle trickle of water. And we also see 3 wider streams of golden water flowing steadily. And across them are curved wooden bridges. In one area of the pool float lotuses of all colors in all stages of bloom. Some are in full bloom, revealing their gorgeous jewel, while others are just budding and barely showing their true color. All reflecting their light in the healing waters. Just beyond the pool, a hidden path leads us to a serene corner. A few chairs, a bench, and a small fountain containing supercharged, vitalizing water, perfumed by a single floating lotus, create the perfect spot for an informal sharing of one's difficulties or words of wisdom. Inhale the perfume of the flowers, imbuing and permeating the air. Everything in this garden quivers with livingness. And you may invite someone whom you want healing to be sent to. Bring them in that corner and let them imbue the healing exuding from our garden. In the distance, we hear the soothing sound of water, and we follow it. We come to a tranquil pool where cascading water gently hugs rocks as it joyfully spills in the blue pool, while bubbles of spray ricochet spiritedly in the air. Lush ferns alongside the rocks, draping in the water, enhance the serenity of the place, while the fiery brilliance of the orange and red leaves of surrounding trees brings warmth and invigorating energy to the area. In our mind's eye, we follow a pathway which leads us to flower beds. They are a riot of spring color, reds and creams and yellows and pinks, of such vibrancy, winding their way like a gentle living stream among the trees. And a row of violet flowers on either side of the meandering bed happily follows the path of the flowers as they release their subtle perfume. Butterflies flutter through the air with their iridescent wings, attracted by the silent serenade of the blooms. They are like the flowers of the air. Their delicate and fragile wings are like floating petals, catching the light and twinkling like diamonds in the air. Buzzing bees surf the open spaces from flower to flower, seeking pollen, which looks like scintillating, bright, golden pixie dust. Lush green grass lines a gentle stream like a soft, velvety carpet. The soft and gentle babble of the sound of the fountains reaches our ears. The air is full of the sweet fragrance of the flowers in full bloom, adorning the fringes of the streams. In this tranquil garden, quivering with life, this garden that we've just created is our garden, our group garden. And let's take a moment to add a little corner that has our individual touch. Add the colors, the unique features and flora of your own country that you'd like to blossom in our sacred space. let's invite also the presence and cooperation of the healing devas working under the Christ. Visualize them in our garden, enlivening it with their magnetism. Sitting quiescent, our hearts beating as one. Let's link up with each other as we say the healer's mantra aloud together. With purity of motive, inspired by a loving heart, we offer ourselves for this work of healing. This offer we make as a group and to the ones we seek to heal. With our outer eyes closed, we open our inner eyes. All our senses have been enhanced, and we endeavor to hold our mind unwaveringly in the group light. We know that Master DK too stands steady, pouring out upon us his love and strength, and endeavoring to lift us up into a higher state of consciousness. We are now receptive to Master DK's radiant energy. The light of the lighthouse begins to shine brighter and brighter, intensifying gradually. And soon this light begins to take shape and a definite figure appears. And in our creative imagination, it's that of Master DK. From the lighthouse, visualize warm waves of golden light poured by DK, streaming through our group, irradiating the garden around us, enlivening it even more, imbuing our garden with the nurturing and shielding energy of Virgo. Feel the energy of unconditional love and devotion. Fill the space in our hearts. Virgo is the symbol of the form nature. And is the opposite pole of spirit. And it stands for the relation of these two, spirit and matter. After they've been brought together originally in Aries and have produced a recognized duality in Gemini. Virgo is therefore the cosmic mother because she represents cosmically the negative pole to positive spirit. She is the receptive agent where the father spirit, father aspect is concerned. In a previous solar system, this matter aspect was the supreme controlling factor. The life of the third divine aspect played then upon the ocean of quiescent matter and prepared that substance over untold eons for its work in this solar system. It is in this system that the Christ child, the expression of the divine consciousness and the result of the relationship of Father Spirit and Mother Matter, must be brought to the birth. The keynote which embodies the truth as to the mission of Virgo most accurately is Christ in you, the hope of glory. There is no clearer or more adequate definition of this sign than that, says Master DK. So let's pause for a brief moment and let's ponder on Virgo's mission. The cosmic mother revealing the Christ consciousness within, the inner divinity. Virgo is a triple sign, the symbol of the three lower planes of matter where the soul is imprisoned. Gemini and Virgo are closely related, but Gemini presents the pairs of opposites, soul and body, as two separate entities, whereas in Virgo, the two pairs of opposites are blended and are of great and supreme importance to each other. Hence the voice emerges from the Virgin herself. I am the mother and the child. I am the mother and the child. As the mother nurtures the son within, protects and sustains its life. Virgo is the nurturing force of substance itself. The mother protects the germ of the Christ life. Matter guards, cherishes, and nurtures the hidden soul. The sign of Virgo itself stands for a synthesis of these three feminine aspects: Eve, Isis, and Mary. She is the Virgin Mother, providing that which is needed for the mental, emotional, and physical expression of the hidden but ever-present divinity. Eve is the symbol of the mental nature, of the mind of man, attracted by the lure of knowledge to be gained through the experience of incarnation. While Isis stands for the same expression down onto the emotional or astral plane. In Isis, the midway point is reached, the quickening of that which is desired, the desire of all nations. Isis stands in the ancient zodiacs for fertility, for motherhood, and as the guardian of the child. And Mary carries the process down to the plane or place of incarnation, the physical plane, and there gives birth to the Christ child. The sign of Virgo itself stands for a synthesis of these three feminine aspects: Eve, Isis, and Mary. They are of peculiar and significant importance where our civilization is concerned, for they embody in themselves the symbology of the entire form nature, which, when integrated and functioning as a whole person, we call the personality. This personality is a developed and qualified expression of the third aspect of divinity, that of God, the Holy Spirit, the active, intelligent, and nurturing principle of the universe. That self-conscious entity and personality, which in Virgo becomes the mother of the Christ child. Let the light of understanding and intuition from Mercury, Virgo's exoteric ruler, illumine our group mind. Cherish and nurture the Christ consciousness, the hidden indwelling Christ within us, and feel it grow and grow, assuming control until the inner spiritual reality is eventually released from the thraldom of matter and becomes manifest in its true nature in the world. Just like the humble dandelion gives birth to hundreds of seeds, in our creative imagination, let our group mind and heart give birth to the seed of the Christ life in us, the hope of glory. Let Virgo's seeds of compassion, service, cleansing, beautifying, perfecting the small things in daily life, and verbalizing spiritual realities in practical terms be blown in our garden. And let them be seeds of aspiration and inspiration to all those who seek solace in our garden. Let the following words from Master DK impress Let the following words from Master DK impress our group mind and be like a seed which takes root, germinates, and yields intuitive fruits beyond our finite mind. Having pervaded the entire universe with a fragment of myself, I remain. There is here an esoteric reference to the essential identity of Son with the Father, the undying one, and with the eternal Mother, that is, with spirit and matter. This is the fundamental mystery of Virgo. Let's ponder on this for a few minutes. The essential identity of the Christ consciousness of the Son with the Father, Spirit, and with the Mother, matter. Upon the wheel of the disciple, the voice emerges from the Virgin herself, and she says, I am the mother and the child. I, God, I, matter, am. Let's ponder upon the beauty of this synthesis and teaching, and know that you yourself have said the first word as the soul, descending into the womb of time and space in a far and distant past. The time has come now when you can, if you so choose, proclaim your identity with both divine aspects, matter and spirit, the Mother and the Son, the Christ. So in our creative imagination, let's see Master Dicky at the summit of our lighthouse, symbol of our unified soul group, blowing the seeds of Christ life in our group heart and mind. Imbuing our garden with Virgo's rays of nurturing and shielding love and devotion. Protecting the Christ consciousness at the heart of every atom, of every blade of grass, flower, bush, tree, or of every atom of water or air in our garden. And now let's make use of our healing garden by visualizing the flow of unconditional love and the will to good emanating from the triangle, the avatar of synthesis, the spirit of peace, and the Lord Buddha, powering the Christ at the center. And let's distribute the seeds of Christ's love to humanity. Superimpose the radiating triangle on another triangle consisting of the Christ, Master DK, and our soul group. Blend and fuse these two triangles to form one blended triangle. Then let's superimpose this blended triangle on our group chakric triangle as we vitalize it. And this triangle is made up of our group crown chakra, our group ajna, and our group alta major. Again, let's blend these three triangles, bringing the will to good and love and devotion right down to the etheric plane. And then directing the dispelling radiance via our group ajna, right eye, left eye, triangle. Place the blended triangle over the three planetary centers triangle, London, Geneva, and New York. And see the seeds of Christ life, of the will to good, being disseminated and blown to the rest of the world via the three planetary centers. let us sound one O together, and let the vibration of our united, resounding Om not only carry the will to good, but touch that wave of the Om, touch the hearts of our fellow human beings with loving devotion, will to good, and unconditional love and forgiveness. Let us say the healer's mantra, saying it slowly and deliberately, and believing in the results. Knowing that as we ask, we will receive. May the love of the one soul focused in this group radiate upon you, our fellow men, and permeate every part of your body, healing, soothing, strengthening, and dissipating all that hinders service and good health. And may the nurturing energy of Virgo inspire and give birth to illumination, and thus reveal the Christ life, the hope of glory in all those who are touched by our garden. Just like Christ does daily, standing under the great pine tree in his garden at the sunset, with his hands uplifted in blessing over all those who truly and earnestly seek to aspire. Let's picture a great pine tree in our garden, and let's gather around the Christ, Master DK and the Healing Ashram, under this pine tree, saying the great invocations together. Let the forces of light bring illumination to mankind. Let the spirit of peace be spread abroad. May men of goodwill everywhere meet in a spirit of cooperation. And may forgiveness on the part of all men be the keynote at this time. Let power attend the efforts of the great ones. So let it be, and help us to do our part. Let the Lords of Liberation issue forth Let them bring succor to the sons of men. Let the rider from the secret place come forth, and coming save. Come forth, O mighty one. Let the souls of men awaken to the light, and may they stand with massed intent. Let the fiat of the Lord go forth. The end of woe has come. Come forth, O mighty one. The hour of service of the saving force has now arrived. Let it be spread abroad, O mighty one. Let light and love and power and death fulfill the purpose of the coming one. The will to save is here. The love to carry forth the work is widely spread abroad. The active aid of all who know the truth is also here. Come forth, O mighty one, and blend these three. Construct a great defending wall. The rule of evil now must end. And let us sound the great invocation, followed by a blue Om between each stanzas. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. See a shaft of light pouring down on earth as we sound a blue Om. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth, and see a stream of love pouring down and descending on earth as we sound a blue Om. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve, and see a stream of will to good descending on earth as we sound a blue Om. From the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. And now raise your clasped hands above the head and say, and so let it be, and help us to do our part. Bring them down to your forehead, and then let the energies rest on your heart to be distributed throughout the day into your immediate environment and beyond. May the blessings of the Christ and of hierarchy rest upon all true servers, and may they stand tranquil in the midst of strife. And may the light of the garden of our souls be on the inner plane what the sun is to the gardens of the world, a protective womb of nurturing love and a healing pool for all. Thank you, friends, for joining us today. And let's add our love to hierarchy as we meditate during the full moon coming up in a few hours. Thank you.